former President Thomas Jefferson said, hemp is a first necessity to the wealth and protection of the country. Hemp is a fiber crop whose scientific name is cannabis sativa. It contains virtually no THC, less than 1%, which is the active ingredient in marijuana, its sister plant. It is illegal to grow in the United States, but many countries like China and Canada produce it and export it for a number of goods in the United States and other places around the world. It is an extremely versatile plant that can produce many different goods, a few of them being fibers for textiles, seeds that can produce biofuel, and pulp to create paper. The fiber for apparel, linens, sails for boats, and tarps are great because it is strong, durable, absorbent, and breathable. As for sails and tarps, it is great for these uses because it contains anti-mildew properties and antimicrobial properties. BMW has recently began doing studies on using hemp products in their cars and vehicles. And a study done by Washington State University, they determined that hemp fiberboard was twice as strong as wood-based fiberboard that you commonly see today. Its fibers can also be used for rope, just the one I brought today. This one's fairly short, very thin, but it's very strong and soft. Believe it or not, the seeds of the hemp plant are valuable in themselves. This is because they can be turned into biofuel. According to a study done by Professor Parham at the University of Connecticut, 97% of the hemp oil that he used was converted into biodiesel, an extraordinary rate of return. And according to hemp.com, biodiesel is proven because it has over 30 million U.S. roadway miles under its belt, and is the only biodiesel to complete the Environmental Protection Agency's Tier 1 health effects test. Hemp is also a great resource to create paper because of its ability to resist decomposition and yellow due to age. It has a long history of being used as paper. It dates back in China up to 8,000 BC. The Gutenberg Bible and the Declaration of Independence were both drafted on paper made of hemp. And just like wood-based paper, hemp paper is made from the pulp of the plant and goes through a very short process to be turned into paper. This includes being heated up, rinsed with water to remove any excess oils and resins, cut to its desired length, and then pressed to the desired thickness. Farmers love hemp because it can mature in just 90 days and be grown in a variety of different soils. The best being soil that produces high yields of corn. It's also good because it's very resistant to pests. Only 8 of the 100 known pests for plants attack the hemp plant. Farmers can substitute hemp for almost any crop because, as mentioned earlier, it requires little to no pesticides for bugs, and it aerates the soil. Farmers also see a very big use in growing hemp because almost all of the plant can be used, and with less waste of material, creates more wealth for the farmer. As mentioned earlier, the cannabis sativa plant, or hemp, can produce a number of different textiles, which means less waste and potentially more money. It is used to create biodiesel that fuels cars in places like America, Europe, all over the world. It is an excellent source of paper because of its long-lasting and strong compounds, and it is very easy to grow. Hemp is truly an extraordinary plant with literally thousands of different uses and numerous unrelated industries. All from this plant that matures in 90 days. You can take the stalk, produce fibers for rope. You can take the seeds and produce biofuel. And you can take